Here we go. Here we go. It worked. It worked. So far, so good. It's Thursday night. Hi, everybody. Get you straightened out here. Hi, everybody. It's going to be a live stream. Here we go. We're going to be streaming live. This is going to be a live video chat show. And we are going to do arts and crafts for adults because we use sharp things like needles and scissors and hot glue guns and heat guns and dangerous tools, so it has to be supervised. And but we're also going to be a chat room, and that's why they call it a live chat show because we chat with the people in the room as we go, and we goof off all night long. So who knew? Who knew we were going to do that? So Tuesday I had trouble, but today I got on like lickety split right on time. And Vanessa's number one. And Teresa slid in second. Hi, Shelly and Brittany. Hi, girls. Hi, everybody. Glad you're here. I'm glad to be here. So, dog alert. I have no clue what they're barking at. Ain't nothing but the real thing, baby. That's the name of the song. So we got some Happy Meal today, and we're supposed to gobble till we wobble. So we're going to open that up here in just a few minutes. It's from Aunt Becky, and I'm going to continue to work on this little guy. And if any of you felt and you come across any kind of packing supplies, this was something that Joe bought, and this was packaged around the box of what he bought, and it's foamy, spongy, and it's dense, and it's kind of soft where you can squish it and it goes back together. So it's like a foam. It's man-made, and you can use it to felt on. I do like to use some kind of a piece of felt pad underneath my workspace, and it's free, and just to let you know, for those who do felt, that if you buy a felting pad like this, and somebody bought this for me, and I bet you a nickel, if I were to look real hard, I might find a name on it. See if it's still there. I think I wrote a name on it, but if I did, I don't see it. Somebody, some lovely viewer, happy mailed this little sponge to me, and you can see it's layers and layers and layers of man-made sponge. But when you poke a needle in it, it's going to break it down. It's going to break the fibers down, and you can still use this, except it's got a dip to it. And sometimes that's not what I want. I'd rather have it puffed up than puffed down. But anyway, the foam does break down. So you have to get new foam, or you can use this on the edges. And I do that too. So I still use this. It's still usable for certain things. But since I got this new little thing down here, I'm going to try it for a while and see how it works. And I've been using it this evening, and it has been working. So we are going to try to finish up my little pumpkin fairies here. And it's time to get it finished so we can make something else. So, hi Sherry, hi Brenda. Come in. Welcome, welcome. And so, what's new in your neck of the woods? What's new with you? And I do advise you not to poke as fast as I do. I advise you not to. Don't do as I do as I say, as my mother would have said, as my mother has said many a time. I'm really watching what I'm doing, and I'm not poking real deep. I'm tapping, but it is going down at least that much on the needle. It's going down that much, so it's going down a good inch. But this is the crunchy part that I like to do, and that's one of the reasons why I like to use a single needle. Um, you don't have to use a single needle, but I do like it. So anyway, I thought I would maybe trim that off. And I'm really watching what I'm doing. So I'm going to be trimming these tails off right here. But I just wanted to show you how many layers you can pile. You can really put on the layers and layers and layers and layers of the wool, and make it 3D. This has got a nice little rainbow an arch on it, and you can continue to add a little more on top of it. I usually just start at the line, and then I work my way up and out. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And it's supposed to be a something to enjoy and take your time with. It's nothing fast. You've got to take your time, and you've got to enjoy doing this type of action. And I do. So, hi Barbara. Hi everybody. Come in, come in. We're doing a little felting on my little pumpkin. I guess we could call them, I've called them pixies and I've called them fairies. But now I'm thinking about calling them pumpkin gnomes. They're all in the same family to me. And I'm still also working on their face, making their face a little bit higher. And you just keep adding until you're happy. There's no really right or wrong in how you do it. Just do little bits by little bits is the best way. And say, for example, if that's all that you wanted right there, you could snip this off without any problem. But I'm just going to go ahead and incorporate it with my face. And it's a working. Now, right where the hat is, I could either do a little bit of, well, I did hair over here. I did some, or is that green? I think that might be green. I was trying to do a green trim, but I like that brown there. I'm going to try to do some hair with the brown. And I'm just going to go halfway around his face from ear to ear and just do a little dome of this brown to give him some hair. And I just started out with a little tiny piece. And I'm coming down like on his forehead. And you just take your time with your needle. Your needle will do the work. Your needle will do all the work. And he's got some hair. And I kind of like that. And then on top of the hair, right above the hair, I'm going to put a little red stripe uh, for the base of the hat. And I'll do green over here on this one. And if the hair isn't dark enough, you can always add a little bit of dark to it, dark brown or a little bit of black if you want a different shade of hair. I'm kind of happy with this brown. And you can also keep uh, layering it till you get it fuzzy enough. Now, if you want it to be a little bit fuzzier, the hair, then you just keep adding a little bit more to it, and until you get it maybe over his eyes or whatever, above his eyes. Because gnomes, they don't usually have what I call, they like their hair. They like to have their hair curled around their face, and it's gnomes live in the trees and outside in the forest and stuff, and it gets chilly. So the more hair you have on your head, the warmer you will stay. And I don't know if anybody is familiar with that little trivia. I learned it as a kid that you lose a lot of heat from the top of your head, whether it be winter or summer. You lose a lot of heat, and and that's why you probably remember seeing people take their hats off and fan themselves with their hat, where they're cooling their head off. And I can't remember, something like 80% of your heat can be lost. So it's important to, when it's real cold, it's important to wear a hat. But look at the hair. That looks good. We'll put some more over here. So let's see what you're saying. Sharon London's here. Hi, Sharon. Yes, it has. Oh, thank you, Sharon. She's giving me a thumbs up. Glad to see you tonight. Glad to see you. It's time to sit back and enjoy some one-on-one arting here. So get your art supplies out and art along. I've had people ask me in the past if I would like to if I would like to art or do something with I've been invited, I suppose, on a one-on-one basis, and I have done that a few times with a couple of people over the years, and it's been fun. And you art along, and you do your own thing on your own table, and you talk to each other, and you do like a FaceTime and talk, and and then I had some people. Oh, it's been a while back, that wanted to do some, and they wanted to do it every week, and they wanted to do it all the time, and or as frequently as we could, because they like to art with someone. They wanted to art with someone. They didn't want to art alone. And so I had to sit back and say to myself, well, that's kind of what I do on my streams. And it's not like I don't ever stream, because I stream 3 times a week, and that 3 hours 3 times a week is a lot of hours if you think about it. And I don't really have time to stream more than that very often. I mean, I might do it on occasion, and I notice that some of the fibs are opening up rooms in the afternoons and stuff to to just art together with, and I find that I can't do all of those things all the time, because I stream 3 times a week. If I didn't stream 3 times a week, I'd be all over those rooms and I would be arting with people right and left. But if anybody doesn't like to art alone, I suggest they art along when they come in and watch me or somebody else, whoever you're with. Now, you don't have to do what they're doing. You can art in your own journal, paint, collage, glue. You can make things with me. When I, like the other day when I made these trucks, I was just goofing off making these trucks, And today I had enough pieces cut out where I made two more, and I glued them together. And they're not anything. They're kindergarten, material. To me, it's kindergarten stuff. But I like doing that kind of stuff. And then I do the felting, which is more of a mature art because you're using a very, very sharp needle. And but I highly recommend, if you like to art with somebody and you want to art with somebody, get in the habit of arting along. And it's kind of like when we play bingo together and we play our role games. We're arting together. And when I'm not doing those games, you can still art with me. You can still art. Just do something in your book, doodle in your book. Uh, if if you're not doing the felting, maybe you could draw the pumpkin and draw the gnomes. Uh, just things like that. You can be creative. So anyway, I kind of like that, and I'm going to take and put a little piece of green, and I have a darker green. I'm going to try this green. It's more of a Christmas green, and I'm going to put a little fuzzy stripe at the top of the hat. And it doesn't have to be felted down real tight. It could be fuzzy, like something soft. And you can even put a twist to it, maybe twist it like a decoration, like a cord, and a cord, like it's a tapestry or something. You can decorate your hat. So can you see it? I can see it. It's pretty good. So I got a little bit left over, and I'm just going to lay it on top and go back over that. Just like that. So, anyway, what are you guys doing? Hi, Renee. Hi, Mitzi. I did. The little red trucks are kind of Christmassy, aren't they? That's the paper I used. All I did was I went online and I looked up red trucks and I clicked images and I went craft red trucks. Are you going to get real trucks? Anyway, I went into the craft section of red trucks and I found a picture and I sort of cut out some paper. I sketched it out on a piece of paper, and then I cut the parts cut the pieces apart, and I had it made a little red truck. And you can do that. You can do that with anything that you have that you want to make. You can do that. I also thought I would put some bells on their hats. I thought the gnomes would need some little bells. And I'm going to take and put some red on this side. As soon as I find the end on this hat. Above the hair. I don't want to cover his hair up. I worked hard on the hair. So you see the hair and you see the hat. The 3 layers. There's lots of ways you can embellish. You can use sequins and sew on some things. Sew buttons, or you could actually use, maybe real ribbon. So I'm just going back and forth until I use all my little red up. like that. And it's also good to have a cat brush or one of those tape rollers. I have one around here, but I don't remember where I put it. But when you look real close to what I've done, there's a lot of unnecessary lint from its line. But all you have to do is get a piece of tape, and you can remove it by uh, with some tape and get your background lint free. So that's easy to eliminate that issue. Just get a little bit of tape, and that helps in cleaning that off. Just a FYI, yeah. So there's that. So let me go ahead and find some dark, and I'm going to try to do eyes. So what I do is I take a little tiny piece, barely see it, and it's you can sort of twist it to see how much you have. Just a little tiny piece of that. Uh, and I'm going to make an eye, and I'm going to hold that little strand. I'm going to poke until my eye is dark enough for me. So I poke the eye, and I go back and forth with the brown. I'm using real dark brown, chestnut brown. And when that's enough for that eye, I clip it off, and I begin again with the next eye. So you see how little that eye is there? So you can do little tiny things. Now, if you want to, you can do some embroidery thread and do a French knot. If you wanted to, you could probably even do a magic marker dot on this lighter collar. But there is a way to do eyes. If you've got googly eyes that are small enough, I've seen small googly eyes. Extra small googly eyes would work. You could sew a bead on, a seed bead. That would be fun. So as you can see, I now have two eyes, and I just snip that extra off. And there's my eyes. And you see the little hands? So now I'm going to go over here. I've got a little bit left. I'm going to go over here and put some eyes on this guy. Once you get it started, it sort of feeds itself. The needle pushes down and pulls the wool out of your fingers. So there's that one, and I'm just going to snip that off. There's a little bit there somewhere. And then I've got to get another little piece. Just the tiniest piece. You can't even see it. And this is going to make the other eye. So I start in one little spot, and it grabs the wool and pushes it down. You can twist it a little bit if you want. And there's the other eye. There's the other eye. And I like to do mouths. This eye is really, really tiny, so I'm going to have to add a little more to it. It's not really quite, it doesn't match. So I grab another little piece of fuzz. That's all I'm using right there. That's all you need. And once you get into this stuff, you will pick it up, and you will understand what I'm doing after you do it, after you try it. You can do it. And all of that little piece of fuzz went right into that eye and made it better. And it is. It's still small. It's still a little small. It's still real small. I'm going to leave it though. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is am I finished with the pumpkin? Do I want to get a little more out and put some more on this one? To match it up. And I think my pumpkin, it's more like a flower. If the petal is too round, so I'm going to flatten my pumpkin down a little bit on the edges and see if that doesn't shape it to where it looks a little bit better. And I'm just going in as an angle. I'm not touching my hands. I'm going in as an angle and pushing this dome part of the pumpkin. I'm pushing it to make it flat. And it doesn't look so much like a flower petal. That's what I was trying to do. And it's working. And if you go in at this angle, if you go in this way, you have to go out that way. So I'm being conscious of what I'm doing. I'm paying attention. We're just going to do this a little bit more, and you can see, now you can see this side is not so flowery as this side. Does that make sense? Hi, Becky. I got your happy mail. I'm going to open it up right away. So don't go nowhere. Oh, thank you, Becky. It is easy. It's enjoyable. I enjoy doing this. I'd rather do this than slow stitching. Uh, I like to slow stitch. I love the idea of slow stitching, but this. I like this better. Just saying. And you can see how 3D it looks. It's real. It's got some levels to it. So now I've got to do these two petals, three petals, and I'm going to go flatten the tops, the edges out here so that it doesn't look like a flower. Then I'm going to put bells on, and then I think we'll be done. I think I'm going to leave this piece as is. I like it on this dark color. See how I flattened the top of that side right there down? Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Makes quite a bit of difference. I got carried away when I was making my ribs. You know, these are called ribs. We looked them up one day. We're full of information on this channel. One more. Watching my fingers. Definitely helps. Definitely helps. So we've turned our fairies and our pixies into gnomes now. We're into gnomes. I got Becky's happy nail today. I'm going to go up here and I've got some little tiny bells. I thought bells would be cute um, on top of the hats. Let's see if I can find my bells. Oh, look, we have some brads, and they're shaped like leaves. Shall we put a leaf or two on there? Here's my bells. I think we can. I'm going to take off two little bells. There they go, rolling off the table. And I also think that it would be cool to put some leaves on here. I was going to felt some leaves, but now that I have these, why not? Let's try it. How many leaves do I want? These are little brads. They got the little things on the back to bend when you put it on paper. Let's see if I can get this shut. There it is. This is my little box of good things. And it's got all these little containers in them full of good things. And it sits up here on my desk and I have it. I know, I get in it all the time. Yeah. So these are brads and they have that little thing on the back to open up. And since we're not using them as a brad, well, I guess I could use it as a brad. I'll try it. The pumpkin's fat. Probably won't need my needle. So I'm going to attempt to push my brad through the felt, the yarn, and see if I can't put a leaf on here. I might just glue it on. It does come through, but I'm not sure. It's awful thick. So I think what I'm going to do, since it's thick, I'm just going to bend them over to one side and do them and glue them down. I can still hook it in if I slant them over to one side, and I could still hook it on there, and then add a little bit of glue, and then that little hook between the hook and the glue, I'm thinking it'll work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my tacky glue for this. Yep, got to use my tacky glue. And get my glue plug out of it. I should put a needle in it. I know. I know. I know. Don't do as I do. Do as I say. That's going to be my saying tonight. My mom must be watching me. My mom would stick a skewer in it. She that's just how she rolls. She kept a skewer in her glue all the time. And that way she didn't have to worry about that hole clogging up, and the skewer was long enough that it wouldn't get lost down in the jar. So this is for my mom tonight. This is for mom. And so there's my glue stick, my glue holder. We'll do it for her. So I'm going to take and put some tacky glue on the bottom of this leaf. like that, just a glob. And then I'm going to insert the leaf onto the felting project. And I think the leaves are going to be cute. So I'm going to use glue in all of them. But I think I should tilt the brads on the back. I'm tilting them to one side, and then I'm adding the glue. Like that. And one more. Like that. So that looks all right. I like it. Mm-hmm. Who knew? So now with these bells, I could glue them on as well, or I could sew them. So let's see if I've got a needle over here that's small enough to go through a bell. I got something pointy right there. Uh, nope. But anyway, I do have some needles in here. I've also got some extra threads. This is what my pincushion looks like. But I've got this little roll away thing here. And there's the needle I was looking for. This is the needle I was looking for. But I unroll my, I've got a little roll up bed here. Get in there. And it unrolls and it has extra needles inside. So that's how I do this pin cushion. And I just roll when I need another needle, I put it, I can keep track of my needles that way. And I roll them up like a little bed roll. And I stick these long pearl pins, corsage pins in them. They're to hold the bed roll down. And that's how I do my. And there's another needle I found. So either one of these will work. Yay! So anyway, I'm going to use some thread. And let's see what I got over here in this little tub. I think I got some red thread here. And this is just embroidery thread, and I just need one little piece of it. And I'm going to thread this needle. And I'm going to go to the tip of the hat with my thread and make a knot at the end. Make a little knot at the end by just sewing it 2 or 3 times in the same spot. Makes a knot. And then I'm going to add my little bell, and there's a spot for the needle to go through. And the needle won't go through. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to thread my thread through my bell, and then and then I've got my bell on there, and now I'm just going to rethread my needle so that I can tie a knot in the fabric. And dog alert again. Nora is barking in the backyard. And a short needle would probably be best, a shorter needle. This is a long needle, and I was just recently this year earlier told that these long needles are for making dolls because you need a long needle to attach their joints in their shoulders and their hips for the dolls, and uh, and that's why you have long needles. And the shorter needles are for embroidering and quilting. And I have no idea where I got these needles at. So anyway, I put that in there 3 or 4 or 5 times, and I'm going to snip it off. And I've got a bell on. And I put this back into the top of my tacky glue to keep it from shutting off. There we go for that one. And I just need to put a bell over here on this one. And you can hear it. You can hear it. You can hear it jingle. You can hear it. It jingles. So I've got one more bell over here. And I need a piece of green thread. See if I can find a piece of green thread right in here. And there is. So I just need one piece of thread. And I'm not watching chat. I'm sewing a bell. So I've got a piece of thread. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did before. I'm threading my needle. Now, if I wanted to, I could have gone ahead and gotten another needle, but that's all right. We'll manage. So I'm going to sew this thread here on a few times to make a knot on the end of my hat. And if you loop your needle around the thread before you go down, it makes a little French knot and it ties it on tight. So anyway, that's very tight. So now we'll take my thread off my needle and thread my bell. See if I can thread my bell. And for some reason, I seem to be, I spoke too soon. I seem to be having luck with my eyes as I struggle to get that through there. And now I'll never get this needle threaded again because I said it. I said it and jinxed myself. I was having good luck with my eyes tonight. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's what you get for bragging. So I've got my bell on there, and I'm going to sew it down a few times to make a knot, and it'll stay. It's just what we call tacked on. It's not concrete. It's just tacked on, but it's on there. So that's that. I got that on there. I can take my needle off, put my needle away, get this out of the way, bits and bobs. And so that's all I think I'm going to do on these guys tonight. I think I'm done. I could put a little mouth, and all I need to do is and it's going to be just like when you do the eyes, only I'm not going to make it quite as big, but I'm going to put a little mouth on here. Oh my gosh, it's working. It's working. And I just did a little kind of a smile. And I didn't punch as many times as I punched when I did the eyes. And it just happened to be the perfect little smile. So now I'm going to do this side. So let's see if I can be lucky again. Can I be lucky? I think they're happy little guys. I know that I would be happy if I was sitting on top of a big pretty pumpkin like that. I would be happy. And I'm going to trim that off. And the other end of that one. Oh, that eye is still not big enough. That eye, he's winking. He might be winking. He's winking at somebody. That's what he's doing. I'm adding a little bit of light or brown to it to see if I can just make it, give it a little shadow or something. But this is the fun part where you get to play with your piece and see about doing it. There it is. That's better. There they are. So I'm going to call this piece done, and I will probably put it in my fabric journal. So I'm going to move this over to the side for now. And I'm going to open up our Happy Mail. Thank you, Sharon. Becky, Aunt Beck sent me some Happy Mail. And let's see what she sent me. I love this. Gobble till you wobble. That's what we're going to do. We're going to gobble till we wobble. Oh, look at the card she made. Oh, isn't that nice? It's a napkin. From our family to yours. And the leaves. Oh, isn't it pretty? And she's got the family. Oh, that is so sweet. That's so sweet. I had fun playing along during your Thanksgiving bingo. I made two cards, one for you and one for me. Oh, I hope you and Joe have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Becky, Scott, and Greg, and all our critters. That is precious. That is very, very precious. Thank you, Becky. She sent me something fun. She sent me some papers, and we can use this. I've got some special things in this box that I want to make a fall page with, and we'll use her napkin she sent me. Isn't that pretty? It's the same pumpkin. Oh, thank you, Becky. That is beautiful. I love it, love it, love it. And this is some it's Japanese paper, and I believe, if I'm correct, it's New Year's paper, and you write things on it, and then you put it in a special little fire, and the paper goes up and burns really easy because it's rice paper, and it sends up your wishes and your prayers and your thoughts to your loved ones, and they use this. They do a lot of it at Christmas time and the New Year's. And then this particular these two pieces, I like to use them in my art. So I think we'll use them in our fall page somehow. We'll have to do something, but I'm pretty sure that's what they do with the rice paper, or that's one of the things that they do with the rice paper. They might do other things, and they also do origami. You can do origamis. That was Abby. So thank you, Mitzi, Brenda. I probably missed a few people coming in because there's 17 of y'all now. There's Sharon Lombard, Aunt Becky's here. Anybody? Mina's here. Hi, Mina. And I don't see any more new names, but that doesn't mean you didn't come in. It means I just didn't get to see you. But hello, everybody, and welcome. So, I'm going to make a Happy Mail page, but I think I'm going to turn it into a fall page. I have my Happy Mail book, but these things will go right with a fall page that I want to make. And that was on my agenda tonight, felting in a fall page. So that's what we'll do. And look, there's some yellow thread that laid out. So I guess that's going into the page. I was going on my desk and I found a bunch of stuff and I said, I'm going to do a fall page. And so I started throwing things in this little file box. And I had a bunch of these. This was from a magazine clipping, so it's going to be on our fall page. And I have a lot of these little clippings left, so we can cut some of those out. There's a barn; it's already cut out. And then I found in my possession some of this paper that we used last Saturday night. We used this paper for tail feathers. So I'm going to use the leftovers and make a background collage page out of it. They're all snippets in different sizes. So I'm going to use those. And I'm also going to use these little leaves I found on my desk. They're little sequent leaves. Those would have looked good on that other pumpkin too. But anyway, and then I also found some more Happy Mail from Rhonda Jenkins. And I got this 100 years ago. So you count them up. 100 years. Angie's here. Angie can count the years for me. At least 100 years ago. She sent me this either last year or the year before. And it was fall because it's got Halloween things in it. And it's got all these leaves. So I want to use some of these leaves in our page tonight. And they're die cut leaves. And they're really, really cute. So I want to use them, and there's two different kinds. There's the this kind, the holy kind, and then there's the one that's solid. So I'm going to use all of those or some of these leaves in on my Happy Fall page tonight. And I think that's all that I have in this little bag from Rhonda is these leaves. And then there's some Halloween things. There's a cat. There's some hearts. So the next usage I would use is probably, oh, there's a ghost. The hearts would be maybe for Valentine's or something. So anyway, I've got all these little things to use in for a fall page. So without further ado, let's see what we can make. I have no clue. And I found some of these. Um, I don't know if these were sent to me or if they were given to me. I don't know. But I found them. And it says, at the patch. This is fall. More leaves. And that's a pumpkin patch. October. More leaves. And then there's some tickets, little ephemera in here that would be cute on more leaves. And hello, harvest, just some little doodads and some circles and punch out leaves. These are all punched out. So somebody sent these to me because I don't have this punch out and I don't have a heart that shape and I don't have a circle that shape. So somebody mailed me these things. Love this. The best ever. So we're definitely going to use some of these on our page too. So this is turned into a little fall box. And we're going to put all these little goodies in there. I am. I'm going to put all these goodies in the fall box and the Rhonda bag that I had in my hands. I'm going to take all of the fall leaves and put them in this box and leave the Halloween things. And I can put the rest of the bag in my Halloween stash. So, yeah. And oh, there's some more. Ooh, look at these. A pine cone. Ooh, I didn't see the pine cones. Nice. That is great. She really fixed me right up. She fixed me right up. So I'm going to take those out, and uh, and then the rest of this will go for the Halloween box. Very nice. So that'll work. That'll work. And I've already messaged Rhonda. She comes in here sometimes. She catches me, but she is up. She's up at 4:30, 5:30 in the morning, and she's watching Mary. So I might be a little bit too late for her to be up on for nighttime. But anyway, I did message her and I said, Rhonda, I just want to thank you for the things that you sent me. And I sent her a picture of it. And she says, well, I don't remember sending it. So you're very welcome, she said. So we had a good little laugh together there. So anyway, I'm going to take and maybe cut out a few of these uh, little cutouts. I've got plenty of leaves. This little birdie might be cute. I'm going to go ahead and cut his whatever he's carrying. So that'll be cute. And I've got plenty of leaves, so I don't need these. But I'll stick them in the box. So there. So now I'm just going to get wobble, gobble till you wobble. I'm going to go ahead and cut that off of my mail. That could be our word. This can be the word on our fall page. And all I need to do to this is ink it. Ink it with some brown ink. And I usually save the stamps. So that is perfect. So I'm going to use this and I've got some brown ink. It's called chocolate chip. And I'm not watching chat because I'm having too much fun with all this stuff. So you guys talk among yourselves and help each other out. And let's see how we can do this. So I'm going to use those and I'm going to get this out. And sometimes you can take your ink pad and just do a little tap, tap, tap on the corner like that. And you've got a nice brown wobble, gobble till you wobble. So we're going to use that. And I'm going to get my fall book out. And we're going to work in it. Let's see what I can do with this and this. Got a stash over here. And I've also got some other stuff to show you. Joe went to the secondhand store the other day, and he just he has he just has to look. He just has to look at all the stuff that's going on at the secondhand store. And we have a secondhand store, and it's called uh, it's a Habitat for Humanity thrift shop, and all of the proceeds goes towards building houses for the underprivileged or the people who can't afford houses. And they build a house every year, and it's paid for out of the proceeds from this shop. And Joe, I already had the cigar box. He bought me that a long time ago this summer, but he bought me all of these. So I look through them and see if there's anything that we can use of these for our fall page. I am so impressed. I had to ball them out. I said, don't buy me any more stuff. I don't have room. I said, but I absolutely love these. Thank you so much. These are my new favorite toys. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I'm keeping these, but don't buy me any more stuff. But you can't expect me not to keep it. So this has got some leaves in here like this. And I have another leaf that I use a lot. And there's another stem or something here. Yeah, another leaf right here. So we could use this and this for our in our fall page, and maybe these flowers. These are all Stampin' Up stamps. This is a 2004. Here's one that's 2000. There must have been a set. I think some of these were a set, but then he found me a bee, and I said, I have a bee. I have two bees, but this is a 2004 set, and some more flower petals. And here's another leaf, and there's Joe.
Hi.
And he bought me this, a rose. I don't know if I'm going to use that tonight or not, but I do love it. And then he bought these. There's four of these that are shadowed. There's four of these, but these others I can use in today's page. But they're different flower. This is a buttercup or Easter lily, and I'm not sure. This is a Is it marigolds? But they're flowers, and they're all Stampin' Up. It's a set. These are 2003. These four were in a set. So and the rose was something else. The rose was
It was by itself.
a Delta rubber stamp, and I can't see the date on it. I can't if there is a date.
2007.
No, it's a 2004,
4.
and it's from California, Whitener, California, and it's a Delta stamp, and it's real pretty. It's a rose, and you can tell that they've either been. I don't know that they've even been used. No, I don't think they've been used. They're brand new, and they came in their little cases that were real yellowed for the age. So I took them all out and I put them in this shoe box or in this cigar box. So, but I think we're going to be able to use all of these over here tonight in this batch with the leaves. We can pick and choose what we want to use. So thank you, Joe. Joe just came back from Walmart. Did everything go okay?
Um,
Just
no.
yes or no? Okay. Okay. That's
No,
fine.
but yes.
Okay. Yes and no. And he made a taco. Did you buy? Oh, you bought tacos. Ooh. Did you? Is this
Mild.
yours?
Not sure. Got mild.
He says, "How about tacos tonight?" And I said, "Oh, that'd be great." I thought we were going to make our own.
Well, I thought about that, and
Mmm. Mmm. I'm sorry, guys. Mmm.
she hasn't had anything all day
Mmm.
except that box of cookies or something.
Mm-hmm.
We got taco. We got Mexican dogs now.
Thank you, Joe. I haven't eaten today. I've had a Coke. I've had this. So anyway, getting back to our work. We're busy working.
What was? Oh, y'all were working on something.
We're going to find a clean page.
Oh, I was just wanting to say hi to the ladies.
You can. I'll do a quick flip, and you can say hi to the ladies.
Okay.
And this, I'm just going to do a quick flip through till we get to an empty page. And these are our pilgrims that we met, that we made.
On the road.
And they're sitting in the front. I love them. I love them. So go ahead, Joe.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start off at the top. Miss Barbara Chicken Popeye Society. Hello, hello. Uh-oh. And you need something to drink, huh?
I'm okay.
Okay. She's talking and trying to talk and eat. I guess she inhaled a piece of that hamburger. Okay. And hi, Cheryl. How are you? Hi, hi, hi. Whispers. Whispering. I don't know. Hi, Renee. Okay. And let's see. Cheryl again. Brenda. Brittany. Hi, Brittany. How are you doing? Yummy, yummy. Yeah. I had a choice, and for some reason, Walmart is not doing any cooking any chicken anymore. The we like that Walmart has a, a three-way container, and you can fill it up and with chicken and stuff, and it's wonderful. It's got three different sauces and stuff and made with it, but they're not doing it. They haven't for some reason. They're not. The company that was sending it to them is not sending the chicken, and I don't know. That's just another little issue that we've got to face about not having as much food as we used to. You okay? Okay. And that it's not just but they've got plenty of other food. Actually, there's a lot of canned goods and stuff like that that's out there now, these right now. And our food pantry just 2 days ago, well, the weekend, Saturday, um, I participated in the Boy Scouts were bringing in the bagged canned goods that the residents of our area and all around that were given to the Boy Scouts, and the Boy Scouts they put it in cars and bring it to us and wagons and trailers. They had we received at our church that we give out at our food pantry. We received 1,700 pounds of canned goods and dry goods, which is more than we have ever gotten in on um, a situation with the Boy Scouts, and they said, and someone else told me that because I mentioned something about the chicken the other day, I was going to go get it at Winn Dixie, and somebody said, "Well, didn't you see all those people at Winn Dixie? It was a crowd." And I said, "No, I didn't." And he said, "There was two or three churches that went out and evidently and just bought $300 a piece full of canned goods, dry goods, and stuff like that. And that was some of the stuff they were buying for our church because, if I'm not mistaken, I think well everybody else is buying stuff and getting ready for and donating for the holidays coming up, Thanksgiving and everything. And we normally had a chicken or ever since we've been down here, we've been involved in handing out turkeys and hams, and just depending on what's available at the time. Because um, I was in Winn Dixie, and I asked one of the meat guys about the turkeys, and he says, "Oh, he says, well, we don't have any other turkeys except what we got out here in this thing." And honestly, it was really a turkey was 89 cents for a turkey, and that was super super cheap. And you could get the biggest turkey they had in the freezer in the cooler there out out on the floor, and I mean it was bigger than two basketballs holding together. That's how big them turkeys were, and they were see $25-$30 depending on which ones you got price wise and how much they weighed. But of course, we didn't buy turkeys that away. We normally buy them in bulk and get a decent discount on them. But this year they couldn't get them in, so uh, we're going to be giving out uh, these hams. And but yeah, we had 1,700 pounds of canned goods, and all that'd be that we feed uh, hand out food every Saturday, uh, and we had to cut back because no one was coming when they were all getting money from the government. So they quit coming, and we couldn't keep the flow up. And but now they're all coming back because the money's stopped going out. But we'll try to pick it up the best we can. But we get our stuff at Second Harvest, and they're not. They're
It's a
having issues on getting hamburger.
food. It's a food bank.
Yeah, they know. And yeah, it's a food bank here, and they having a problem with getting the hamburger and meat products in. Um just like, of course, we don't get a lot of pig, but they exported all the pig out to a different country now, and so we're in a little dilemma there, but we're sacrificing some of the chickens and stuff like that. If we can't give them a chicken, and we still have people that need just the canned food instead of the food in the cans.
They don't have a stove.
Yeah, the stove and so we do accommodate them too. And then the First Church or Methodist Church every Saturday at right at 11 o'clock they have a meal that they cook, and then every fifth Saturday they have well every rotation. Ours is the fifth Saturday, and then there's another Saturday. I think it's the third Saturday. They have, and this is on Sunday. They have a Sunday meal, and it's cooked and everything. And they just hand it to them out the back door. And before all the epidemic and all that, we had to sit down in the hall at the church, and they would eat there. And we did that for 7 or 8 years that it was available to do it that way. But we've got a great group, and that those chickens and turkeys they look awful good basted. I don't that that turkey is good. But anyway, I'm sorry, got sidetracked. And there's Sharon Lombard and uh, Angie Brown and all the regulars, and Brenda, Mitzi, Mit, Mitzi, nice turkey, Beth. Yeah, I cooked the turkey last year, and I cooked the turkey one year we first got married, and and I cooked all the goodies inside too. And Beth says, "You don't cook it that way."
That's okay, honey. I've done it before too when I was much younger
Yeah,
and inexperienced in life.
yeah. I should have got my girls to cook it for me. Yeah. Of course, they was too young, really.
Well, they're
Yeah,
just,
they was a
uh,
little too young.
yeah.
Joyce could have figured it out. She was into a lot of that stuff, and
She
Janelle,
cooked this dinner one time and it
yeah,
took her all day to cook
yeah,
it. She really
she
planned it,
tried
buddy.
hard.
It was some kind of chicken, funny funny French name, chicken something corner bleu or something. It was something real fancy, smancy, and but she did. She had a time schedule and what was to be prepared at what time and
Oh,
what was to
she's
go
a
in the oven at what time, and she
yeah.
had a schedule all day. It took her all day. It was really kind of cute.
Janelle would get the iron skillet out and throw whatever
Now,
didn't
yeah,
move in
yeah,
the iron skillet.
she'd take the skillet out, put a slab of butter in it, slap a steak in it, and turn it on high.
Yeah, put put the cover on it. There's Aunt Becca's Creations. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing okay.
So we're
Doing
looking for a
fine.
clean page, and we're going to put Aunt Becky's Happy Mail on a page.
And
And I love this book. It's turning out, it's filling up, and it's turning out really, really nice. I knew it would, and I love this part of the book where you're filling up all the pages, and I can still go back and put something here, a picture or something.
Yeah.
And but this is all fall harvest book. And I picked, fall things, pictures to put in here.
Yeah. Mary
So,
T said she just opened up a food bank in the little county,
yeah.
and she's excited to get
Hi,
going in it and
Mary.
ready
Hi,
for
honey.
Thanksgiving. Yeah, Mary, we talked to Win Dixie, and they usually we could get them for before all the shortage and stuff. We could get turkeys for right at 59 to 79 a pound, and they'd be just big enough for a good sized family with all the fixings and stuff. But it wasn't too big, like these monsters. Oh, I I I, I had to almost help this lady get this one turkey out of open freezer.
She couldn't get it out.
Oh well. When she got it out, she about went into a big
It fell to the floor.
bench press. It only weighed like 25 pounds. It's pretty good size. That's a pretty good size turkey. And but we really enjoy doing that, and we're really one of the other churches just across the street from us sent us
Some
oh
more
my
boxes of
oh
food
yeah, like 50 boxes
after
after we
the
got
Boy
all this
Scouts.
other stuff in, and we had to put it in the pastor's garage to maintain until we got our uh, it's great, but it's not really big enough. It's only about a two-car garage size food pantry.
It's not a real big building.
Yeah, and we got a small little outbuilding, but uh, we're we've talked about it, and I'd like to maybe get something bigger. Actually, we got
But it's not all year long that you have this abundance of food.
no, 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 no.
So, you have to consider the whole picture.
Well, right now we're
And the church can't really afford to buy anything like that. They just can't afford it right now.
right.
So you
We
need
have,
to quit asking for it because they'll give it to you because they want you to be happy because you're the worker.
but yeah, we've really got a great group of ladies and men that are uh, participating in it, and we have to go on a 40-mile trip to back and forth to get the meat and stuff every Wednesday, which is not
It's
too
every
bad.
Thursday now.
Yeah, Thursday now. Then we had to change the date because they wasn't supplying us with much on Wednesday. So,
Yep.
hey Joe, I had to buy a new feather.
A new what?
Feather. Yeah, it's going to be real exciting. And we got the and we've got a little bitty contract with Publix and everything. I go down on Saturday and pick it up, and
I looked it up
the
this week.
what?
Turkeys can only fly a short distance. They can fly up in the trees to roost, and there have been occasions when they've flown about 100 feet up, but doesn't happen very often, and they always come right back down. They're more of a ground dweller like chickens,
They
and chickens
are.
are the same way. They are two birds that really don't fly very well because of their weight and the
Well,
way they're made.
they fly less than a chicken because
Well, I mean, I'm considering them both the same. The
yeah,
chickens and the
the
turkeys
big
are about
chickens,
the same
right.
as far as flying techniques go.
Now
Just thought I'd share that with you.
when I was up
I
in
looked it up.
Kentucky, I seen a turkey up in a tree that was
Okay,
25 feet.
Angie said she had to buy a new feather, and it's because our turkey lost one of his feathers and he can't fly without it. Da-da-da. Thank you, Angie. Angie was telling a joke. Okay,
Oh,
now
I
go
got it
ahead.
now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm slow though. It's okay.
We're slow, but we're old.
Yeah, if I get any
We got a
slower,
reason.
if I get any slower, Beth's gonna make me start walking. That's my joke. If I get any slower in my car.
That's
But
funny. Okay.
yeah, it's we've got a good group of people, and we enjoy doing what we do. And
Oh, the president pardoned two turkeys today. Their names were Peanut, Butter, and Jelly.
oh,
They were
really?
pardoned. Okay.
Uh-huh. They used to be big donors of peanut butter and jelly. That was the protein that the best the government could offer.
Yeah. That goes all the way back to President Carter.
You're not old. 55 is just the speed limit.
Yeah.
She says she's 55 and almost 56.
So,
And there's Gail. Is that Gail here?
Gail.
Donegal?
Hi, Gail.
How do you say her last name?
Gail D.
Gail D.
Gail D. We got Gail A and Gail D. Gail Ann.
Okay. Yep, that's cool.
No offense. We do what we have to do.
Yeah, you got that right, Janice.
And I'm terrible, reading anyway. I do read good. I think I read articles well. And if I can't pronounce a word, I'll change the word to something to another, same meaning. But I do that a lot. I will. My mother taught me to do that because I can't say a lot of my R's and certain words like aluminum. I can't look at that word and say it. I have to picture it
What's
in my
aluminum?
mind,
It's aluminum.
and I have to picture it in my head to be able to say some words, especially when they're spelt wrong. And it's the type of spelling that you have to memorize. There are certain words that I can't read. I just have to memorize them. Just
Me too. Like cut the grass,
saying.
do the dishes.
But I'm educated, but I'm not. I'm very phonic when it comes to words and stuff. Yeah, it's aluminum.
Aluminum.
Yeah,
And if it's in England, it's always like that's the way they say it.
and they do say aluminum.
Yeah, and they even changed the words. What's the hood on the car? It's the bonnet.
Oh, it's a bonnet.
It's
Yeah,
called a bonnet.
yeah.
And I've never heard of that
Till you start listening to BBC.
until I got moved next to Cheryl and Richard. Richard,
Oh,
he's full.
we knew somebody that was
Yeah,
in was from England.
yeah, he's full blown Irish or not Irish. Um,
Mary wants me to say the word collar. Collar.
what
Now, there's collar, the collar around your neck, your shirt collar, and then there's the collar blue,
of the Flyers
and then you collar in a collaring book. Collar,
color?
collar. I have a West Virginia accent.
And one they used to always get me on and try to hang me up is they'd say water,
Water,
water.
water.
Just
Oh, pitcher.
oh
There's
yeah,
another one. Pitcher.
yeah.
Now, a pitcher in a baseball game, he's a pitcher. But what do you pour water with? A pitcher.
What do you pour water out of?
Yeah,
A
you pour
pitcher.
water from a pitcher. But what's a pitcher? A pitcher and a pitcher. A pitcher and a picture. A picture. Try saying that 3 times fast.
Peter Piper.
My mom used to know all those. She'd have a whole slew of them. Funny words like that. Sending words that sounded like with different meanings.
Yeah, but I was from Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, and they have several different languages in there.
Uh-huh.
They shortcut a lot of stuff, and they don't say the whole word and all that stuff. Yeah, Sharon says just say foil.
Just say foil. Yeah.
Well, then they'll think just it's foiled. What
Here we
foiled?
go again.
Foiled means, Sharon, means it's bad. If something's
You were
foiled
foiled. You were fooled.
or fooled. Yes, that is another color.
Caller.
A color.
Fool is not a caller.
Murray says just say the word color.
Caller.
Make my day.
Caller. I did. She liked it and she said thank you.
Uh, I
But
like.
I don't I do have a hard time pronouncing things, and and I don't know if it's my hearing where I don't hear it, or it's my tongue, the connection to my tongue from my brain doesn't get connected. uh, there is a term for it where your brain doesn't work that part very
Honey,
well.
it's okay. I understand your situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're special.
My mom said I was.
Yeah, you are special.
She says, "Aren't you special?"
You're so special. So
Oh, my
she
mom would
she
say it.
told you when you was a baby you were so special. You grew up and thought you really was.
Yep, she did. I thought I was,
You was. My gosh, you was special,
and I didn't
and
know
you
I
had a
was.
reason too.
I didn't know I was honest. I'm not lying. I'm not joking. I did not know I was spoiled until I was over 40 years old. I did not realize that I was the baby and I had it on easy street. I did not know that. I didn't think of myself like that. And then when I start to realize what I got and what my brothers and sisters got, or how much attention my mom spent with me. Of course, I was the last one. So she did spend a lot of time with me alone because everybody else was in school, and I was the baby. So she got to spend a lot of time with me because the boys were at school, and I was the last one home. And then when I go into school, on top of everything, I go to school with my mom because she got her teaching job that year when I got into first grade. And I didn't go to kindergarten. I was with my mom. So I still was with my mom all the way through the 6th grade. And then when I went into the 7th grade, it was just across the street. I was still with my mom all the way up until the 9th grade. I had it easy. I had it, and I didn't realize, I didn't know it. Had it easy. I just knew where mom was.
Yeah,
And I had her at my fingertips at every beck and call. And anytime I needed something, she was there for me. And that's all I can say. She was there, absolutely there for me. And I didn't realize it until I was about 40 years old, until I married Joe. Had no clue. Had no clue that I was really, really special. I was really spoiled. I was the baby. And my brother said, "Well, we all knew it." And I said,
oh
"Well,
yeah.
nobody told me."
I, I,
He said, "We knew you were spoiled." I said, "Well, thanks for telling me."
yeah, they called her little brat. Her mom's called her little angel.
No, they didn't call me a brat, but I just didn't know. Had no clue. Had no clue. But that's a true story. Oh, bye, Barbara. She's got to
They,
go do her
yeah,
domestic duties. Okay.
it's good seeing you again. Seeing
Spaghetti.
you guys.
Pescetti. We say pescetti.
Steady.
Pescetti. So, yeah. So anyway, I am collaging a page here.
And multitasking. You're talking, you're dabbing, and you're daubing, and you just
Make it up for lost
yeah.
time.
Look at that.
And I did inhale a piece of taco.
That's what I told her. I
So
said
no eating at the in
she
front of the girls anymore.
she
It was really good.
sucked a chunk down.
I swallowed it, and it went deep. It wasn't just a little
You didn't
type of.
swallow it. It went
It went deep
breathing.
into my lung. Yeah,
Yes.
and
Those are the bad ones.
and I probably will
Feel it for a couple of days.
choke on it again all night. Yeah, clear my throat. But I do that anyway. My allergies. So there's that. Now I need to get back down
Bye,
here.
Barb.
And what can I do with this? And I want to put this pumpkin on here, but I don't want to cover up those leaves. So we might have to put it up there. And I want to
You
do
did a good job cutting that pumpkin out there.
and I want to do something else too. Something else, something else.
Something else. I see there.
I want to use some of these.
Does anybody, any girls, do y'all still have your pumpkins? We got two pretty good sized pumpkins still sitting out in
Honey,
front of the house.
I always have you. You're my
Oh,
pumpkin.
thank you. Thanks. That's nice.
You'll always be my pumpkin, honey.
Hey, that means we can make pumpkin pie.
Yeah, you want
We
some?
do have the
I can do it. I know how to do it.
I come this close to making the thing pumpkin pie fixings. You know that goose gosh, what do they call it? Inside. Yeah, it's still sitting
Pumpkin
out
in a can.
there. If the ants don't come up through the bottom and eat to it, because if they do, man, it'll be a feast.
Yeah, they will. They'll have a feast.
It'll be a sweet treat. Teresa C., how are you, darling?
Hi, everybody. I'm
Howdy.
working.
So
I'm working. What'd she say?
She says, so that's why you say you could be happy sitting on a big pretty pumpkin.
I have no idea.
But yeah, did you hear that we sold almost 2,800 pumpkins at the church, Teresa? That was a really I think it was somewhere around $1,800, something like that, for the Navajo Indians in Mexico. We get them from them every year, and they do a super good job. They get them up here. Of course, we have to get them off the truck.
From New Mexico.
From Mexico, yeah.
New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not Mexico. Mary's packing up the house tonight.
Packing up the house.
Yeah.
What's she packing up the house for?
She didn't say. She's cleaning or something. I don't know.
Picking up or packing up? Two different things.
No, there's not an I in it. It's an A.
An A.
Uh-huh. Oh, bird feeder. Turn into. Hey, that would be a cute thing. Yeah. Take that pumpkin and put it out there on the stand and take my drill and drill holes in it about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and
Okay,
let the birds eat it. Yeah, but you know what would happen if you did that? Yeah, we have a few squirrels.
Yeah, we have squirrels. They're scrawny squirrels.
But we got 2 dogs.
Looks like you're having fun. Hello. I am Diana. I'm making a Happy Meal page out of some fall items that I've gotten today. And I have a bunch of fall items more. And I'm trying to think what I want to do with this. I think I'm going to put it
Rachel
like that.
Joe Flemings.
Hi, Rachel.
Hello. Good to see you too. Haven't seen you in a while.
I know what I'll do.
And stop by anytime. You never know when Beth's going to come up with some idea about changing something that might be for the good.
I make it up as I go.
Yeah, she makes it up as she goes. So on a good day, she has some real good stuff. On the bad day, she just makes it up as she goes.
It's
She's
spontaneous
yeah,
art.
spontaneous art is the best
Did somebody say that?
because if you study on it too long, then you'll just take and I was going to say deteriorate. No, if you study on it too long, you'll just criticize it too much and you'll never get anything done. I just made that up too. How about that? You like that one?
I think that's called a lie.
No, I didn't. I just made that up. You can't read good stuff like that in a book.
But this is my card from Aunt Becky.
Oh,
And
that is
it's so
beautiful.
pretty.
Oh my gosh, that's cake. What's them things on the other side? What is it?
Marks.
Marks?
Marks. What do you want them to
They
be?
look like chocolate cakes on a pie.
You want a piece? Brownies. They're
Oh, they're
brownies.
hats. They're hats.
They're just marks.
Oh,
Doodle marks.
that is cute.
This is the
It's a
napkin.
filler mark. Yes, it is beautiful.
I hate to cover it up,
Oh no.
but I gotta cut
Oh,
tape. I gotta glue it down.
oh gosh. Oh no.
So
What?
it's going on my page.
And you can put a little in memory of
Oh,
who
oh,
did it.
oh, oh,
See, you
oh!
messed up.
Don't
Didn't
move! Don't move! Don't go nowhere!
you? Oh, she's
Oh, oh!
she's having one of those fantasy things. I think is what it's called.
Fantasy.
Ooh, 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 yeah. Yeah.
No, it's not a fantasy. But I just happen to have a new book,
Oh, oh, okay,
and I'm
okay.
going to get my sticker book out here, and
It just says hi,
it might
Diane.
have a turkey in it. It's got birds,
It's got
but
turkeys in it.
I
Oh my
never said it
gosh.
didn't say anything about turkeys though. But there are parrots in the back. So let's see if we can find
Oh,
a Florida. There's a crane. We've got these kind of cranes down here. I thought maybe a bird or something. Look at this pretty bird with the pine cone. I might just have to use him. And it's the first one I saw, so it's probably the one I'll get to use.
yeah.
So I can put toucan.
I can understand that, Teresa.
Bye, Teresa. You gonna fix dinner? Okay, honey. She's gonna go fix dinner. She says, "Bye, honey, Joe." She
Bye.
thinks you're her honey. If you're her honey, you're my pumpkin.
Oh my gosh.
There's a flamingo.
I'm a fuzzy.
I'm going to just
I'm a
go ahead and
fuzzy
get it
pumpkin
because I
now.
know I know this is the one I want.
Oh, well, you need to cut. Oh, you're just going. Oh, it's your pump. Okay, it's your.
It's the one I want.
Yeah.
So he's going there, and we still have bee season down here because the bees, uh, they hibernate. When it's
They.
cold, and
Yeah.
it's only been 60, in the 60s so far. So we still have
But
honeybees.
they're still out because I was cutting some weeds down the other day
Yeah,
on a
they're still
garage.
around.
Yeah.
So we'll have some
They're still being
honeybees,
buzzing
um,
around.
and it only gets down to 30 once or twice a year,
Take care, Teresa.
if that much, if that much. So I got a sticker there and some bees there, and then this other side. Let me put this. Oh, I've still got these to do yet. So much fun. So many things to do. So I'm going to put this here like that.
Oh, miss when I went
And then I'll put
saw
this on
Maverick
top of it.
today. for the Info Festival.
So that's going to go there.
What? What?
Will you give that baby something to eat?
She is.
Give her the dog food kind.
Here. You want to?
So
You
that
want to
was,
buy this taco?
I got that. And then I have this beautiful little card that
Okay.
somebody sent me earlier this year. And I think I'm going to put it right here. Yep, that's where it's going.
Oh, mercy.
And I'll just glue half of it down. That way I can lift it up and see who it's from. Uh-huh, I did that. It's a trick. It's a trick. But I also know that I've got Becky in here. So that's good. That is good. Now, the last few things I think I might try to do is I've got some green ink. And I can add something down here.
There's our flea.
Oh, okay, Esther.
Diane.
Oh, Diane. Okay. Esther comes in too. Okay. So that's cute. These are the new um, stamps that Joe bought me. He gets an A plus. Yep. He'll get an A plus for giving me these. They're very, very nice. I like them. Very, very nice.
And as I was buying them, I come to the conclusion this was a good opportunity to get another subscriber
Yeah.
in Beth's portfolio.
Yeah, somebody's supposed to be watching me tonight.
Yes.
What was her name?
Well, she didn't tell me her name. I didn't ask. She just wrote your name down and the time and when.
Yeah, Diana, we get 60-degree weathers in here, but it rarely freezes where I'm in Central Florida, and we might get a frost
Yeah.
once or twice, but that's it. And then when we do get the frost, it's just for an hour or two and it thaws right back out.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying that's how it is with where I live. And right now today was 78, but last night was 67, wasn't it?
Who else would want? I mean, who else would turn down 78 and rain? Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
God.
And I got a new
And
bee.
it rains every day that the sun goes up. And
Well, this is a
it,
kind of a rainy
yeah, this
season, I
is the
guess.
rainy season.
But it rains a lot in June, July too.
Yes, it does.
But like afternoon showers and stuff. But it's nothing to cry about because it doesn't happen very often. So
Oh,
I think I've used enough of those, and I'm going. I do have my date.
71, South Carolina.
My date out. November 18th.
Yeah.
Check. And I'll put this up.
If you don't get good circulation
I've
in
got
your
some more
house,
things.
your carpets kind of feel like they're sticking to your feet if you're really barefooted.
The humidity. So I got some of those. I wanted to get some of these leaves.
Oh, mercy.
I've got green leaves.
Aussie green flies
And
are growing.
these came from Rhonda Jenkins.
Strawberries growing.
So I'm just going to lay them down. I need a yellow one.
Those pumpkins here, honey, that pumpkin especially,
This one here.
this big one here in
This
the
one here.
middle, is an awesome pumpkin to draw. It gives you the insight on your ribs.
You're looking at that in depth, aren't you, dear?
Yes, I'm.
In depth.
Was it? Don't look that good on. Yeah.
That's a joke that my mother used to say.
Oh yeah.
I've studied this in depth, she would say. In depth.
Yeah. I always look the. You know that I'm that way because I asked you several times a lot about different things that does that protrude out to you like it does me, or is it just my eyes? You know,
No, I do agree with you. It's very detailed,
it's
and it's
yes,
got all of these
yes,
lines and things that really make it interesting
right.
and fun, and it looks easy to
I mean,
make,
I think I
at
could
least
draw it.
easy to replicate.
You're right.
Vanessa had to go. She's not feeling herself tonight. Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry, Vanessa. Hope you feel better, dear. Thank you, Angie.
I'm sorry. I just said hi to you one time, Vanessa. I miss you. Get well,
So,
hon. Get feeling
so
better.
anyway, I kind of like this down in here.
Chicken
So,
noodle soup.
yeah,
That's what Beth takes.
yeah. If I don't feel good, I eat chicken noodle soup. So I'm just going to put a little bit of gluage down here, like that. And I'll start putting some of these leaves around.
I call that a pendulum pumpy. Pumpkin.
Okay, you do that, honey. That's
Finicky.
great. That's great.
That means
I'm so
it's top
glad.
notch.
Okay.
Just like I'm your
Okay.
pinnacle.
Okay.
Now,
Okay, baby. So there's that. And then I have some of these sequins I
little
said I
little red
had.
wagon says it's 32 degrees there
Is it
right
32?
now. Wow.
Uh,
Who is that?
it's probably 70s. Renee.
Renee. I knew it
Hmm.
was Renee. I was just I didn't want to call her somebody else if I didn't.
Didn't have it
I've
right.
said it several times
Okay, I
before.
think this page is done. I
Hi,
like it.
Renee.
It looks very
It's got
festive.
beautiful festive colors: yellow, green, red. Uh,
Yeah, Becky lives in South Carolina and she says it's 71 in the house and she hates being sticky.
oh, I love it.
And that's when we had the doors open
And our
last
house got
month
sticky.
and our house got sticky and it was a humidity thing
Yes.
and it got real humid outside. So
It,
I said don't open the doors anymore. Leave them everything shut. And and then the next month, which was this month, the humidity's kind of gone away. So
I think
and
I
so
think
I just been going and sitting out on the
I
porch.
got two big fans in the attic,
So I'm done with this.
and
This is
whenever it gets
nice.
really cold,
She's got one of these
I
things,
shut them
Joe.
down.
Look.
Oh, yeah.
What is it you need?
I need the the
Joe's got one of
strips.
these.
The strips. What's your label maker look like? Who is that?
Do you know where it is? It's up high somewhere. Is it up there?
No.
Joe found a label maker at the secondhand store and he brought it home, but we don't have any of the tape or this strippy
It takes a
stuff,
special tape.
this plastic stuff.
Which show me yours. Mine looks like
Dymo ID. Dynamo
Dynamo.
ID.
Uh-huh. Is it black?
Well, that don't mean nothing,
Well, I know, but they're
Joe.
all black like that. That company is like that.
Oh.
It looks like um,
So anyway, I'm done with this. I love it. I think it looks great. And I'm going to take a picture of it. So the next thing we're going to do is say my happy
does it
mail.
look like an Enterprise?
Yeah, does it look like a spaceship?
It looks like the Enterprise.
That was good, Joe.
It
That's a good
does.
description.
I'll go see it. I'll go see if I know where it's at. It's in here. I just sent
I
you.
saw it somewhere. It's in the bedroom or somewhere. So she said, yes, it's black. And yes, yeah, you can get the tape in all sort of colors. I think I'll have to. Uh, he found it.
Does that not look like the Enterprise? Is that what yours looks like?
To say Dynamo on it.
Dynamo. It says no, there's no dynamo on it. But
Can I
here, yeah, you can play with it. Are you insinuating you got to turn it all the way around?
Just hush a minute. But it's probably a generic.
No, it's not a generic. Just flick it and see if it turns.
Oh, hers looks different. This is the how you press the letter.
Yeah. And this is how you open it up, right here. Flick it up over. There we go.
Okay. Put the tape in. Okay. Now I'm back to work now. Now we I think since I've done this, I think I could um maybe we can paint something. Oh, the name is on the plastic part. Okay.
Here it is right here.
Caution. Loading.
Do not let your wife handle this for no
Do
reason.
not let anybody by the name of Joe use this for any reason whatsoever. Danger.
Loading. This is a 3/8
Do not
size.
squeeze embossing hands. Do not squeeze embossing handle.
Handle. This is a dynamo. It says dynamo right there. Type.
It is.
Use.
It is a. It is. It says caution dynamo.
And it's
Can listen to me, Joe.
I'm listening.
Dynamo cannot.
Dynamo cannot guarantee the. Let me read it. What? I don't need that. Really.
Well, good. Then give it back.
Well, here.
Okay. No, go away. We're working. You made me mad. Go away. Okay. That's all I'm going to do with the little fall page. And I'll save these other little things for another time. I've got this little box. So I can still use these things on the for the rest of the month. You know, if I need any of these little tiny little swatchy things. So this was good to have. And oh, I was going to put this on the top of my page. Let's see. We want to put it right here. Yeah, it'll fit right there, or I could put it right here. Let's see. Right there, or right there, or right there. That looks good. So, okay. I am going to put it right there. I like it there. It looks good. Gobble till you wobble. There's no turkey on here, but we know it's fall. So, hi, Deborah. So, hello, everybody coming in. Okay. So now I'm going to put this over and let it dry. And I thought I would get my big book out. We did some paintings the other day, and we did this one. I love it. It turned out really, really nice. We've done a couple of pages. This is Saturday stuff, and this was Tuesday's devotion, and this was the same little gnomes I just worked on, and I put real wool on their hats. I did. That was fun to do. So I was just looking back to see, and I painted this, which was we did our paper dolls. So, and this was back in October. So anyway, I thought maybe we could pick out another page and maybe do another painting tonight. And I do have a few things on my phone Actually, I think they're on my iPad. Starting to cough again, but I'm okay. It's where I got choked earlier. So we could do a sunset. You all get to choose in just a minute because I can't read chat yet. But let me show you a few. There's sunsets. There's a beach sunset, an ocean, another ocean sunset, another beach sunset, a real easy sunset. If you want to learn how to do that, I can show it to you. We can do something like this. This is made with a Q-tips. This one's also made with Q-tips. We could do a turkey or a rooster. Let me see. I got more. Hang on. I'm looking for fall things. We felted this one, but we could still paint it. This was felted, a felting picture, but I didn't felt it yet. But I could paint it. uh, there's a beach, another clownfish. That's another felted piece. These are felted pieces. I got into some felting programs. But we could do something like this with the orangey collars. I'm looking for fall. I've never tried that, but we could do a butterfly in the fall. We could do a nighttime dragonfly. We can do this day night picture, and it's kind of like a summer, fall, nighttime. This is spring and summer and fall and winter, I think, because it's a tree with leaves and a tree without leaves. So I'm not sure, but we could do that. That would be fun. We could do something like that. That would be fun and super easy. We could do something like that. I would love to do that. That's pretty. We can do a simple daisy. We can do another beach scene, a nighttime scene with a turtle. I think I've done that one. I think I've painted her. Here's another sunset beach. Uh, we can do this. I think I did this. I can't remember if it was painted or felted. I'm not sure. Uh, Something like that would be fun. This is done with paper. I would be glad to do that with you with paper if you want. That's Candy does. She was doing paper piecing with her kids this last week, and she was doing paper piecing art, and this is exactly what it is. Uh, there's some Christmas. We'll do Christmas in December, right after Thanksgiving. This is kind of cute. I can do fence. I can do the fencing. That would be cute to do. And if I did that, I would do the letters on different paper, cut them out, and put them on top of my fence. And they're key. That's cute. So there's a turkey. We could do a turkey. I think I've done this one before too. Yep, this is my picture because that's my name right there. I've already did this one last year. I could do it again. And I think I did this fella last year too. But this one's the picture. And I did one similar to that. And then there's an orange tree. So let me go back over here to chat and see what you will all say. So let's see. Uh, Angie said good night. Becky's got the plastic embossing labels for the embossing label makers. Okay. Becky, Renee says Aunt Becky's just full of information, a mountain full. Yes, she is. Okay? Rachel likes the nighttime dragonfly. Hi, Suzanne. Hi, sweetie. Haven't seen you in a month of Sundays, girl. Where you been? Missed you. Day night with the tree is my vote, Renee. Okay. The beach scene with the boat. Okay. Cheryl says the flower, the first one. Now the next one that has a double that doubles up on what you've already said uh, will be the winner, the tiebreaker. Because so far I've got like 4 or 5 choices. So the next one will be the tiebreaker. Suzanne's hiding. Oh my goodness, Suzanne. Okay, so I guess we got a vote now. Let me write these down real quick. We have, let's see, the first one was the nighttime dragonfly. And then you like the boat. Uh, uh, the day and the night tree, half of trees. Okay, the day night tree was cute. And then there was a beach scene with the boat, beachy boat. The first flower, the daisy probably. And that's all I have here. Let's see what else somebody says. Rachel says dragonfly. Okay. I don't know who suggested it, but roll the dice. One, two, three, four. I can roll the dice, and you know what? I can do one tonight, the and do second place Saturday night. We can paint again. I love to paint. Okay, so Rachel says the dragonfly. So I'm going to go with Rachel because she was the first one to say dragonfly, okay? And I can keep this list and do the day night Saturday night, and then I can still do the boat and I can do the flower coming up. Okay, would that be fair enough? I'll do them all, but not all at once. That's what I'll do. I like to do that. That way everybody gets a choice. So, what I will do with my dragonfly is I'll get the picture back up here and I take a little picture of it with my other phone. And then I'll have it on my phone. So we're going to do this one, and then we're going to do the boat. The day nights first. day night. These are what I call whimsical paintings, and I enjoy doing this type of painting. And I've done a lot of these in here already. So now we're looking for the beach boat. And these are the same type of uh, paintings that you do when you go to painting with a twist. The first flower was this one, right, Cheryl? The with the Q-tips. So I got them now. That's what it was. Let's see here. Okay, so we're going to do this one tonight, and then we'll do this one the next time, and then we'll do this one the next time, whenever a chance comes up that we get to paint, and then we'll do this one. And that one will be easy to do with a Q-tip. It really is easy to do. It would be really easy. So anyway, we're going to do this one tonight. And so what I'm going to do is do my background, and I'll probably walk my way through it. So I'm just going to get some. I'm going to put a little bit of gesso down. It paints really cool on top of gesso. And so, speaking of Suzanne, look, Suzanne, I'm still using your paintbrushes. Suzanne bought me these paintbrushes years ago, years and years and years, and I'm still using them. Isn't that funny how I can remember some things? I can remember things long ago, but I can't remember anything yesterday. And that's no joke. That's called short term memory. So I'm going to hang on to my brush, and I'm going to go with a background, and I want to go uh, uh, with some purple. This is called Purple Pansy. And then this one's called Blue Bonnet. And there's some water down there at the bottom. So we're going to put some water down here at the bottom of my page. And we're making a nighttime sky. Like that. Something like that. Okay. It kind of looks like water in the sky. So I'm going to clean my brush out. Where did you go? Dragonfly, dragonfly. Oh, dragonfly, dragonfly, where did you go? Oh, I found you. You landed on Abby's nose. That's cute, Cheryl. So everybody all right? Are we okay? And I'm going to dry this. Okay, Suzanne, hurry back. What are you doing, Joe? This is going to be really easy to do. So if we get this done really fast, I can start on the next one. And if I don't get it finished tonight, I can finish it Saturday. So we can just do them progressively, one after the other. Dragonfly, dragonfly, don't fly away. Stay in Beth's book so we can see you another day. Thank you, Cheryl. Okay, Diana's working and lurking. No problem here, Diana. Work and lurk. Get some stuff done. Kathy says, me too. I bet she meant me too. That's Taiwanese, Kathy. That's called Taiwanese. And we speak it fluently around here. So the next color I'm going to use is uh, I'm going to go for the purple with the fuchsia. And with the fuchsia is a little bit of purple, and I'm going to do some accents with this on this. And this is where the lily is coming into play right down here. So I'm just going to make my lily with this paint, and I'm going to use a nice paint round paintbrush like this one, like this one. And I probably need a palette tray to put my things in. Charming and meaningful. Got two words. So I'm gonna put some pink out over here, and I'm gonna make these on the water. And I might have to go over them a couple of times, which will not be a problem. Like that. And I kind of get quiet sometimes when I paint, when I'm concentrating, as Rebecca would say. So, how's that look? How does that look? How does it look? Here we go. And I will go over it again. hmm I think it looks pretty good just like that. That's supposed to be my lily. And I'm going to take this purple which is uh, the same as the sky, and I'm going to use my same brush. I'm just wiping it off, and I'm going to dip into this purple and kind of do some highlighting on this lily. Don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to give it a try. And I'm thinking that it's like shadows from the night sky. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. There's my lily. Okay. And what I'm doing with the paint is I'm making it thick and I'm letting the paint strokes show on purpose. And this is giving it texture. Lovely, lovely texture. That's what I'm a thinking. Okay, step away from the pink. Step away from the pink. Okay, that's good. Then it's got some green, a little bit of green, and I'm going to use a little combination of this, and I'll put some highlights on it with some white or lime color if or yellow if I have it. Slowly back away from the lily. Slowly back away. And over on this side is another little lily, like a bulb lily that are in there's a flower bulb that has not opened up yet that lives over here. And I'm going to dry this. I'm going to dry it. And I want to try something. I'm going to bring back my round brush, good and cleaned, and I'm going to dry it. And I'm just going to go over top of these edges of this purple and fade it out a little bit. It sort of fades like that. And then I'm just wiping my brush off after I do that. And it's uh I wanted to make that purple. I want to see the purple, but I don't want it to be too overpowering. And I'm just trying this technique, and all I'm doing is dry brushing the purple down to make it look a little softer, like that. And that's good. And then on top of my for my bulbs, I'm going to use a little bit of gesso for my white. And the reason I'm using this is because it's thicker than regular white. And if I do it one time, I get it right the first time, I won't have to go over it again. So I'll clean my brush out again to get all the pink out of it and the purple. And I'm going to go into my white, and I'm using the gesso. It's a thicker white. It's concentrated. And I'm going to make these little white bulbs for these lilies that haven't opened up yet. And I'm going to leave uh, some of the stroke marks. It's picking up the green, which makes it more realistic of a bulb. So I like that. So I've got two more bulbs to make here, like that. And then another one out here. So I'll make that streak so that you can see the layers of the petals on the outside of the bulb. Something like that. So that's good. And I am going to use the rest of this white. And on some of it, I'm going to put a little bit of water motion where you see a little water uh, moving around a little bit around the lily. And then this one, I'm just going to make some highlights here for the green. And I'm going to wipe my brush off and go over it and maybe knock it down a little bit even more, just to show a little veins in the in that leaf. And then there's a little bit more white over here that is on the water. And I don't know if I like it or not. So I'm just going to rub it with my finger. That's okay. I like that. And then I can do a little, uh, it's the sunlight, it's the moonlight in the water. The moonlight is reflecting on the water. And that's what that's all about. And there's a little bit more reflection over here, like that. And maybe a little bit more like that. That's good. Okay. Okay. I like that. And up here at the very top is going to be a partial moon, and it's just going to be this big, and it's whimsical. So I'm just kind of making it a half of a shape there, and then I'm going to do some uh, halos around the moon, like that, something like that. Just brush halos to give it a sense that there's the moon up there, and the moon has flickered down onto the water. And then the next thing we have is our dragonfly, and I believe that will be it, unless I do a little bit more with the lily. But I'm going to draw it in a with the white, and then I'm going to add color to it, and then maybe some yellow because it's got some the yellow. There's a lot of yellow in the dragonfly picture. I'm not sure if you can pick it up or not, but the body is kind of yellowy looking. And it doesn't matter if um, what color, but I'm going to paint it all white. So, and I'm going to put the body up here, like the head, and then he's got a like that. And then he's got a part of his neck. He's got parts. It looks like they're beads. So he's got this shaped necks, and then he's got little beads necks. And yes, I'm having a hard time with this brush. I am. Hmm. All the way to the end. So that's his body, and then he's going to have wings. And the first one comes out to here. Well, I hope Tracy gets back here in time because she loves dragonflies. I think this is one of her favorites. So she'll want to see me paint it. She can catch the replay on it, of course. And what I'm going to do with the wings is I'm going to let them dry, and then I'm going to use a felt tip marker to make the veins in the wings. The veins. So that's good. And so now the other one is going to come down this way. Like that. And I will also let that one dry good. Not putting a lot of extra paint on it. Okay. And now I've got the other two to do. I hope these are okay. So the first one goes out to this side. Okay. I am really concentrating on one more. One more. One more. Here we go. Fill this one in like that. How's that look? These probably could connect a little bit better, but I'm not going to worry about it uh, too much. Like that, perhaps. And then he's got two little antlers like that. And he'll have two eyes. And he's going to have a little bit of highlights. Let's see. I need, let's try this. Fluttery highlights. Like that. And we've got some, um, I guess it's kind of like a lightning bug because there's little orbs around. There's like five little orbs, and they could be lightning bugs or other dragonflies that are glistening in under the moon, the way this one is glistening yellow. So I'm assuming that the other little orbs uh, that are out there are related. So I'm trying to decide what they look like, and I'm probably going to do them in a white, and then maybe take a napkin and dot them back up. And there's a couple more over here. And then I'm going to do layers on these orbs, these little lightning orbs. I don't know what to call them. Orbs. Don't know what to call them. Let's see. Hi, Jill. Hi, everybody. I'm painting. Suzanne says I've given Moon the power. Yes, the Moon has the power to allow uh, the dragonflies to to glow. That's right. So that's going to be all right. So what I'm going to do here is put some yellow out now. Need some yellow. Need some yeller. So we're putting some yellow out to play with. Don't need a whole lot. Don't need a whole lot. So I'm just going to go right into it. And this is a translucent yellow as well. But I'm going to give a little bit of yellowness to my dragonfly. Just a little few light strokes, brushes to give it a shimmer on the wings. And also on the body. So what I'll do here is I'm just going to do some um, pouncing so it won't be a glob. And I'm kind of doing it darker on this one side than I am the other side. And then I'm going to go over on this side a little bit what's left of my brush. That's what I did. So I'm going to let this dry, and I don't. And my orbs all get a little bit of pouncing. And I can't tell if the moon has any on it or not. But we can give a little bit of yellowness to the moon. Sometimes it's not just a solid white, it has a glow of a yellowish tint. So we can do that. And the moon is the only reason why the moon is so bright is because the sun is shining on it. Hmm. So it stands to reason there would be just a little bit of yellow up in there, just a little hint. And I could even do it down here on the water reflections. And this is just a leftover, what's left over on the tip of my uh, brush. Just a tiny, it's tiniest little stroke of yellow. And I think that's what uh, my lily needs. And some of these over here has some highlights on them. I love it. I love it. So I'm just going to maybe highlight the edges of my lily as they shine face forward to the moon. So just to give it a little whimsical, and I love that. I do. So that's enough of that. Go clean my brush. I do need some. I need something for the real dark eyes, like black. But I just happen to have a little bit of this dark purple left on my palette. So I'm going to make his eyes purple. They're going to glisten. And there are two black eyes on this side of the dragonfly. And they're on this side, and they're kind of oblong. They're not exactly round. They're oblong. So, and I'm just going to put a few little spots, just a few little freckles on our body. And I'm also now I'm going to this would be an also good time to use the rest of this purple. And I've my brush is dry with paint. It's got paint on it, but it's not real soupy or. And I'm just going to put a few little highlights of this purple. I'm going to try to dry brush it on real light with my paintbrush. I've got a little bit of paint on here, but it's dry. So I'm dragging the brush across the wings to drag a little bit of purple off uh, on the wings. And as you can see, it's just a hint of purple on those wings. And I like that. And the last thing I'm going to do is use my fine tip marker. I'm going to dry this really, really good first. And I'm going to use my fine tip marker. And I had it out here just a little bit ago. So I've got to find it again. Gotta find it. This is it right here. So I'm going to hit the heat gun to my painting. I'm almost done. This is almost done. Took me about a half hour to do this. I'm going to put some veins. I'm going to put some little tiny veins in his wings. So Rachel says that dragonfly is translucent. Yes, I tried to do translucent. He's flying towards the light. He's going to the light. Go to the light. Always go to the light. Okay, Sharon, good night. I'll see you soon, sweetie. I'll send her a picture of it, Cheryl, if she doesn't get back. You're welcome, Rachel. Isn't it cute? Now you see, I'm. This is whimsical to me, and I think I do good at whimsical. I think um, it's up right up my alley on my level, on my particular level of art, and I love it. I love this type of stuff, and you know, we all can't paint. We all can't paint great every night. There are some nights when I just don't do well, or I'm not into the mood of it, or something like that. And so you can always you always know when you're good, when you're better than you used to be. Now these wings are real uh, whimsical, and they're like this and like this, and then a couple of ones like this, and maybe like this on the wings. Real whimsical. So just a hint of stuff. And the pink's not dry yet. It's really thick. That's okay. It won't hurt a thing. It's just add texture to it. And I could even do a little on his body. And I'm kind of just doodling, and but it's not. None of the lines are really connected. They're just little tiny uh, doodles to give it character. And I'm going to give him some freckles on his head. So he's got freckles. And then we could do another little thing on these as well, and to show that they're petals of some type. So there you go. That's it. I think that's all I'm going to do. I can even do a little bit of more marking with the moon, some little shapes there. Um, I could put some more magical dust around these orbs by just a few polka dots. These are my fine, microfine point felt brush, and I'm putting the dots around the orbs to show maybe some movement, some freckles, some sparkles that go around. I could also, I think stickles would be a cute thing to do on my orbs. So, yeah, I like that. That is really good. That is really good. Real good. Let's see what would show up in my date. And if my date doesn't show up here, it does. It shows. So there's that. And I'm going to get my stickles out. I just bought some stickles, and I think it might be in here. It's in my bits and bobs bowl. Tight squeeze. So I'm going to put these on the wings, his wings, and around the orbs. Okay, Rachel. Thank you, honey. I'll post this in our group. So I'm going to put some more uh, fairy, fairy dragonfly dust around my orbs and also on my wings. So I'm just going to tap, tap, tap all over the wings. And I have no idea if it's coming out or not because the this has like glitter in the stickles. It's got glitter and the glitter is something like chunky glitter and it clogs up my spout on my bottle. So I just make sure it's open. And so I'm adding some stickles to the wings. And the glitter is having a hard time coming out. So let's stretch that. We'll just stretch it a little bit further here. Okay. I'm having a hard time. That's all right. No problemo. All right. I need a pair of helpers. Let's see what we can get here to help me with this. And I'm working on these little drawers as we speak. I'm trying to clean and get some of them out. There, that's what I wanted off. So let's put this back together in here. That snaps on. That's okay. So now it will come out thicker because I opened up the hole. And it's going to be too thick. But that's okay. I'm going to use my finger. Now you can really see the stickles. Oh, yeah. That's what we want. That's the look we wanted. Got enough for all of them. So I'm using my finger. You can use a paintbrush if you want. So there's our dragonfly. And I'm just going to touch this to the orbs. So, yeah, there we go. There we go. And do I want to put any on his body? Do I want to do the body too? Thank you, Cheryl. Good night, Rachel. Um, Thank you, Diane. So I'm going to go ahead. I've got a little bit of this. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the body too. Might as well. And I can even do this the moon. Just a little moon dust. We'll call it moon dust. So that's it. My page is done. Okay, is that everything that you expected it to be? You're welcome, Janice. I'm done. I'm done for the evening. We did it. Yeah. Yeah, the stickles works better if you smear it out with your fingers. Teresa! Look what I made for you, Teresa. You'll have to go through to the replay to see how I made him. But isn't he cute? It took me about 30, 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Okay, good, good. So, yeah. So we decided we're going to do the Dragonfly tonight, and then we're going to do another one Saturday night. We're going to do another picture. So, uh, I've got the date on it. So that's it. So, yeah, we've got iridescent. We have iridescent dragonflies. He's flying in the moonlight. Thank you, Becky. Oh, Teresa made some things to post in the group. Okay, and I'm going to post this little feller. I guess I could post the picture. I forgot to post the picture. I usually post the picture. Okay, I posted it. And see what else is posted. And I posted our little felting project we did. Teresa posted some crafting things. I think they're die cuts that she cut out. I can't make it any bigger. Here we go. Yeah, she's got the old time cars, and she's got a ship and a beetle bug and a train. So she's been die cutting. And the couple dancing over here, and an airplane. Woohoo! Trains, planes, and automobiles. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, honey. That was great. I like it. I liked all my pictures. Teresa did some feathers. She drew some feathers. Those are cute. I like to do feathers. Okay, so I think that's all. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, here is Becky Waters' painting from Tuesday night. Look at that. She did really good. Very nice. Very nice. I love it. Farmyard fun. Becky did a prompt game with Janet. That's cute. That is really, really cute. And she did it on a magazine page. I love it. Okay. And I think we're caught up. That was last Tuesday. So, all right. That's all I'm going to do tonight. So, guys, thank you for hanging out with me. And, oh, look at the book. It will fit in a 4x5 pocket. Okay, so she's got a book that she's putting her die cuts in, and the pockets are 4x5, and she can flip the page and look and see in each pocket to see what she's cut out. That's a good idea, Teresa. That's a good idea. So anyway, I'm tired and I've done enough. I think we did good tonight. I'm happy with what we did. So I'm going to put the glue lid on the glue if I can find the lid. Put the paint away. I've got some new stamps now I can play with. I get to play with. Put my paint away. Clean my desk up. Uh, Looking for the lid. I don't see the lid. Did I drop it again? I have a tendency to drop things, but I have to find the lid. And I don't know. I like my glue pot. I really do. But I'm thinking about switching over to the Elmer's glue bottle. But see, I can't even find it, and it's on the desk somewhere. So, and I can't even find the glue bottle. Nope, can't find it. Here's the this bottle. I've got several of these bottles, and it's got just white glue in it, and this is just regular school glue, and I can fill it up with my glue all or whatever kind of glue I've got, and mark on it, and mhm. So there's my trucks. I do not see my lid. Okie dokie. I guess I'll have to hunt for it. I have to stay after class until I find it. I'll have to stay after class. Hmm. That's interesting. I'll have to look on the floor. It's on the floor. I found it. Okay, guys. That's all I'm going to do tonight. So I will see you guys again Saturday, and I'll see you in the chat room until we meet again. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, guys. Cheryl's poem is in the group. Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Oh, Teresa, I said I painted you a dragonfly for you, honey, because we know it's your favorite. All right, guys, that's it. Bye. Be careful. Be good. If you need me, message me.